Good afternoon, everybody. So this definitely is not the apiary. And yes, it is like almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm drinking a cup of coffee. Of course, I got my honey in it. Where to begin? First off, it's probably the last lazy day that I'm going to have for a long time. School is starting. I homeschool. I am starting a nail tech journey. I'm going to be starting nail tech school next week. And I'm just a very busy person. 3 kids, 3, why does that do that? I gotta figure out how that got set, that it's putting up my, here, I delete it. It's putting up my unique website on the B page, and I don't know why. I have to go in and figure that out. But speaking of that, this is kind of connecting in with that, because this busy mom's got something that is on her heart to share and do, and I'm looking for anybody who is interested. Yes, this is not totally bee related, but this bee journey would not be happening if it was not for my unique journey and my support for Saprea that led me down this path and grew me to this point. So I have this bowl here. It's a special bowl. I have talked about it on my wall and the unique my Smoky Mountain Lashes page. So now we're going to talk about it here. Why? Because I am doing something. First and foremost, every bit of bee and honey product, whatever, everything that comes in to Smoky Mountain Lash Bees for the honey, for the bees, a percentage of it goes to Saprea. Saprea's fight against sexual abuse in children and providing healing is phenomenal. And while I have never experienced it, I know that there are people in my life that have. And I want to stop childhood sexual abuse. No more 1 in 4. And that's a lofty goal. And while I can't do it myself, I can make ripples for the better. And so I'm going to share a bit about me. And, you know, like I said, none of the bees would be happening if it was not for this part of me and my life. So, if you follow my personal Facebook page, I'm sure you know that I just got back from my unique convention in St. Louis. And, just a couple days ago got back. But anyways, it just happened. And, Saprea, which was originally Unique Foundation. Saprea got started. It 10% of Unique's proceeds of everything that you order from Unique goes to Saprea. Unique is a mission first company, mission first journey, and so my mission from this journey was between growing closer to God, supporting Saprea, doing the bees now, and doing now the nails. Saprea is a big presence at convention, obviously. And I used convention, and there's 3 main times that I split up the proceeds from the bees to give at different times during the year, because it just spaces it out. Plus, it depends upon when the income obviously is coming in for me to be able to give it out. So April's a big one, Child Abuse Sexual Awareness Month, or sorry, Child Abuse Sexual Assault Awareness Month, I believe is how you word it. But you get the gist of it. So that's in April. So that's the time that I do a fundraiser and I give part of what's been set aside from the bees to Saprea. Convention's another big time. So there was raffle tickets for stuff that I did. There were 2 classes. And so we're going to set the bowl down and start at the beginning here. I personally have been on a struggle bus. And I was actually going into this convention. I was going in thinking it was going to be my last. And I hate that feeling. And I was questioning a lot and trying to make certain my heart, my head, and my actions were all on the right page with God. And of course, as soon as they announced the fundraiser things for Saprea at convention, I'm like, heck yeah, we're doing it. So there was 2 classes, a self-defense class and a Kintsugi, the bowl class, along with the raffle. So I put in for all 3 of those, of course. And I went to the self-defense class kind of with just the mindset of, you know, maybe I'll learn some tips, some tricks, some little new things to have as awareness for my personal safety. Could spread to others maybe. So the other part is, I knew we would get to punch a board. So backstory on that and why I was kind of excited for that part of it. My senior year of college, I did have a breast cancer scare. I had to have a mass removed. And that year, I was also doing a Ishinryu class as part of my school's elective classes for course credit. And just because I wanted to do the Ishinryu. And unfortunately, when all that fell into place, the mass was discovered, the pain and everything from it happened in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. How fitting was that, and how scary that was at that time. Because, of course, everything is talking about breast cancer while I'm going through the unknown. And that, like I said, that was my senior year of college. So I was still a young kid. So then I had surgery in November. And during the class, I believe there was only 2 others in the class, or myself and 1 other. I think there was only 2 of us that actually rank increased because we worked hard and learned what we needed to, and practiced and did and whatnot with the classes. And part of leading up to that was a board breaking period where we got to, there was one where we got to go to break the board. I just had surgery. I couldn't move my arms to do it. And so I was disappointed and whatnot, but the class they set up, and I got to break it with my foot. So I did get to break a board then. But going into this class at convention, I was all excited because I'm like, I'm going to get to punch a board finally. Gets to experience the hit through, don't stop at the object, but punch through thing. And so I get to the class, and they're handing out the boards, and they tell us, of course, because Saprea is about healing. So they tell us, they hand us Sharpies. Of course, I go for the purple one. And they tell us to write on our board a message. So my board, I wrote because we're going to break through. You get the symbolism. I wrote my self-imposed limitations and breaking to let God build up. At this point, I did not really feel, I still felt that my unique journey was winding down. I was questioning if it was still what God wanted me to do, you know, all of those type things. So I didn't realize when I wrote it that breaking to let God build up. He showed up, y'all. He showed up. So I go up and I break my board, and you can hear me playing with it here, y'all. I broke my board into 3 pieces. Not just broke in half. I shattered it into 3 pieces. So I thought that was kind of cool. Didn't realize God was moving. Didn't know it. So then the next day was the Kintsugi. So I went through, and I'm silly, and I'm like first in line for everything. And this was the smallest convention ever that I've been to. I was used to the first ones where it was 10 to 13,000 ladies there, and you need to be there an hour or more before the doors were to open so that you would be able to get up close, and everybody, once those doors open, you're running for your seats so you can get a good a good seat. So I was way early for everything. Even when I realized that wasn't necessary, I couldn't break the habit. I'm like, I gotta get there. It was just ingrained in me. So I was like the first in line, and I got to walk through and look at all the bowls and pick out my bowl. I picked mine out for the pretty pattern. I just thought it was really pretty. And went about the class. So in the part of the class, because it's breaking to build up and heal. And it's very important. This is the key part to this video and why I'm talking about it. So God showed up, woke me up, because my bowl broke in 3 pieces with a little bitty chip piece too. So it was the 3 in 1, the 3 in 1. God is like beating on my head going, hey, wake up, listen. I hate to admit it, but that's the case. The 3 in 1, I was feeling broken in the first place. My little chip, me, held in the center of the bowl. And I tell you, I went into this class going, I'm going in for an art project. I did not know I was going in for a breaking and a healing. A breaking and a build up. Did not realize it. It's crazy what 2 little things of mascara can do. But what I'm getting at, the most important part of this, is I have the tools. Saprea is amazing, and not only getting to experience that workshop for myself, but they give us the tools and the ability. I don't know where my tissue is at. Oh, excuse me. Oh. So, they give us the tools and the ability to experience it, but then we also get the tools and the ability to come home and offer it to others. Continue those ripples. So, I am putting together a Kintsugi bowl workshop. Come into this, y'all, like it is a art project, if that's what you want. That's what I did. But I promise you, there is a breaking and a healing that you may not even realize you need. I didn't know I needed it. There's other things I love about this bowl besides my little chip in the middle, held in God's hands. A part of it, when you're waiting for it to set, you turn it upside down like this, and that's when I realized that I picked out a bowl with a honeycomb texture to it. I didn't even realize that God included the bees in to my little breaking and healing. And then I didn't try to clean up the mess, because life is messy, but it's beautiful too. And the fingerprints, because it makes me think of the fingerprints of God in everything. So here's what I'm doing is, I do not have a location yet. I do not have a date yet. I am planning for sometime early October. Hold on one second. Oh, excuse me, y'all. So I am planning for early October, first or second weekend. It'll probably be a Saturday afternoon. I have my farmer's market still this first 2 Saturdays as well. So I'll probably do it at a time in the afternoon after the farmer's market. I've got to find a location, but I need to know how many people want to come to it. Again, it's a fundraiser for Saprea, so it is $25 to do it. Includes materials and donation. I will have a link also that if anybody chooses to donate above and beyond that, it's available. I'll try to have some light refreshments there, and I just want to make ripples and continue this, because like I said, I went into a little art project and it came out better than what I was when I went in. So I want to continue that on, as well as the help for the individuals out there who come to the workshop, but also because it is a support to Saprea. So please, if that's of any interest to you, let me know. It will probably be in the Sevierville, Seymour area. I don't know yet. I may find something down in Maryville. I don't know yet for the location. I may, if we get a lot of Sevierville, Seymour people and a lot of Maryville people, I may set up and do 2 different ones at different times. But I need people. I need y'all to help me support Saprea. It's $25. You get to leave with a fun little artwork for your home. and who knows what else. So tell me, and also you can, even if it's not something you want to do, you can help me make ripples by sharing the heck out of this video. So share, share, share. Let me know if you want to do it. And remember, you already are supporting Saprea for every bit of honey and bees that get sold from Smoky Mountain Lash Bees. I'm putting it into Saprea too. So thank you. God bless. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.